Дамы и господа, наш самолет совершил посадку в аэропорту Российской Федерации. Температура за бортом минус 22, идет снег. Пожалуйста, не покидайте своих мест до полной остановки самолета. Благодарим вас за выбор нашей авиакомпании. Ladies and gentlemen, we have landed in Russia. The temperature outside is minus 22 and very snowy. Please do not unfasten your seatbelts until the plane has stopped moving. Thank you for choosing our airline. Enjoy your stay in Russia.
Wow, we are in Russia. Did you hear the temperature outside?
Yeah.
Minus 22 degrees. So cold. Did you take warm clothing? I did. But I don't want to share. Actually, we don't need warm clothing. Because it is summer in Russia now. And the weather in here is very similar to Toronto. And it is my first lesson for you. Russia is a big country, and the weather depends on the place which you are visiting. Stop thinking that we have a lot of snow around all country. It is so untrue. But where we are? Where did our airplane land? Today, we are in the heart of Russia. It is common to call this place Russian Seoul. Can you guess where we are?
Moscow.
Any other guess?
St. Petersburg.
No, we are not in Moscow, and we are not in St. Petersburg. Actually, Russia has a lot of beautiful and interesting cities. And it is my second lesson for you. Russia is much more than just Moscow and St. Petersburg. But let's finish our study and continue our Russian trip. As I told, today we are in the heart of Russia. We are in a Russian Seoul. Welcome to Sir Novgorod the Great. Sounds strange, like a person, right? But it is true historical name of city. Sir Novgorod the Great is located in the European part of Russia, exactly between Moscow and St. Petersburg. Sir Novgorod the Great is here, on the small lake. Time difference between Toronto and Novgorod is about 8 hours. In Toronto it is 7 p.m. now, about 7 p.m. It means that in Novgorod it's about 3 a.m. and it is already Friday. Average summer temperature in Novgorod is about 22 degrees and in Toronto it's about 25 degrees. Average winter temperature in Toronto is about minus 4 degrees and in Novgorod it's about minus 8. Is it so cold like you think? No! Sir Novgorod the Great was the first Russian capital. It was founded in 859 AD. By contrast, Moscow, which is capital of Russia now, was founded in 1147 AD. And Toronto was founded in 1788 degree. Do you feel how old is Novgorod? Do you know what is this? Yes, it is very similar to castle. It is Moscow Kremlin, but it is Moscow Kremlin. Look at the picture. You can see river, modern style of road, and a lot of cars. And this is Kremlin in Novgorod. It is on the river too, but can you see a lot of cars here? Can you see road? No, it is so natural. And Kremlin in Novgorod was founded in 3 centuries before Kremlin in Moscow. And Kremlin in Novgorod is protected by UNESCO like a World Heritage Site. This is the oldest Russian Orthodox cathedral in Moscow. And this is the oldest Orthodox cathedral in Novgorod. Looks similar, right? But Orthodox Cathedral in Moscow is in the 5 centuries older than Orthodox Cathedral in Moscow. Novgorod had a lot of beautiful Russian old church. It is kind of symbol of Novgorod. As I told, this is Cathedral in Novgorod, this is Cathedral in Moscow, and this is Russian Orthodox Cathedral in Toronto. Can you imagine? It is so different, right? I was so surprised too. Do you know this tree? Yes, you're right, this is birch tree. And this is birch bark, upper layer of bark of birch. And this is some kitchen stuff. It is made from birch bark. And it is made in Novgorod. It is kind of Novgorod trade. Very, very old trade. But it is still alive in Novgorod. Today I bring some of them to show you. This is shaker for paper and for salt. This is container for tea. And this is container for sugar. And this is napkin holder. It is so beautiful, so natural, and so warm, right? I brought it from Novgorod, and I use it in Toronto, and I so love it. Can you guess what is this? What do you think? What is this? You almost right. Any other guess? What do you think? What? Oh, yes, it's very, very similar. This is old Russian letter. And it was written on birch bark. It is first example of writing language in Russian. And it was found in Novgorod. Can you read it? No? Actually, I can't read it either. Because it is old Russian language. But historians translated for us. So today I can tell you what this letter is about. In this letter, husband asked his wife to copyright the document about size of their land and to send him, because he wanted to deal dispute with neighbors about size of their lands. Can you imagine? It is 12th century and people have a special document about size of their lands. It is like a background of law, and it was in Novgorod. Do you know what is this? Everybody thinks this is Russian vodka. And I'm sure everybody thinks Russians drink vodka every day. Like this. And after that dance. Like this. But it is not true. Yes, we drink vodka, but not every day and not everybody. And actually, vodka, it is not historical Russian traditional drink. Historical Russian traditional drink is honey drink. It was made in Novgorod. It is made from honey and it is strong alcohol drink. It is very delicious and true honey drink you can try only in Novgorod. I know a lot of Russians who don't live in Novgorod and who ask their friends to bring them honey drink from Novgorod because they know the true Russian drink is only in Novgorod. This is open air museum. It works all year, every day, and it organized a lot of many interesting historical events and holidays. For example, Ivana Kupala Day. This is very similar to St. Valentine's Day. In that day, young couple used to jump over the fire because they believed that if they jump over the fire together, they would together forever. This is Pancakes Week. This is Russian holiday too. It held in the end of winter. Russians cooked pancakes and visit each other to eat. We used to eat pancakes with a sour cream, with mushroom, with chicken, and with honey. But the most famous is pancakes with fish eggs. In this holiday, pancakes is like a symbol of sun. And at the end of week, Russians burn the effigy of winter. It is a way to say goodbye to winter and to greet spring. So, Novgorod is the birthplace of Russian writing language and birthplace of Russian alcohol drink. Novgorod is the birthplace of Russian culture and birthplace of Russian church. But also, Novgorod is the birthplace of me. I was born in Novgorod, and I grew up among old Russian church and historical Kremlin. On this picture, I am near the oldest Russian Orthodox cathedral. This is Fontaine. This is me, and she's my friend. We went for a walk into Fontaine. In Russia, it is illegal, but we did it. This picture was taken in open-air museum, which I told you about. It was the week after Christmas. In Russia, it is kind of holiday too. We used to have fortune talking in this week, and one fortune teller told me that I would have a long road in this year. It means that I would go very far from home. And now I'm in Toronto. So it is true. This picture was taken 2 weeks ago. They are my friends. They live in Novgorod. And they say message to you. From the heart of Novgorod, for you. They are so friendly and they are welcoming everyone. This is me. I'm on the bridge across the river, and I'm looking to old Kremlin, and I'm thinking about people who lived in Novgorod many centuries ago. They could see the same view. It is like the place where history and reality meet. It is my small secret. It is my time machine. So today my first lesson for you was, Russia is not so cold like you think. My second lesson for you was, do you remember? Russia, it is much more than just Moscow and St. Petersburg. Today our airplane was landed in Russia. We are in the heart of Russia. We are in a Russian soul. Can you guess where we are? Again? Yeah, you get it.
Now let's see how my... Спасибо, Olga. That's something else a lot of people don't know about this. In university, I tried to learn how to speak Russian, and I just couldn't do it. There was one problem. I can't roll my R's. If I'm just rolling an R, I can do it fine. Try doing it in a little word, not at all. And every time I would try to pronounce something with a rolled R in it, my Russian professor would go, no, you have to roll your R's. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I tried, but I couldn't. Oh well. Here we go. Let's hear from the judges.
Olga, I think you better take this. Michelle was asking if she could keep it. Okay. Well, what can I say? In the tradition of ELT presentation night, the students do their best work this night. So I know that you can go to a movie, you can go to a play, you can go to watch I don't know, horses dance in Odisseo, but this night is for some reason you'll remember everything you learned here tonight, I'm sure. And that's always the case. You wowed your audience, Olga, with some of your information. You did what a great presenter does and made your technology invisible, so you didn't call attention to your technology. So you did everything right. You used pauses for transitions, everything we talked about. So I have no negative comments here. Yeah, I'm astounded. You did your best work tonight. So good job.
Well, I have stuff to add because you've heard her before. So as I noticed with many of the presentations that you did as well, you all seem to have, you know very well about introductions. You want to gravitate to your audience, and you all do that very well. And then you line it to your conclusion. So that's right on, right there. Your delivery, you impress with your expression at the beginning. I noticed that. Sometimes, like, okay, when a person's waiting for something to start, they just may sit there or whatever, but you knew what was coming on, and you kept that smile. And that's very important, because then that keeps them looking, that keeps them, I wonder what's going to happen, right? So that was very good. I catch on those things. You build discussion with questions, because sometimes in the past I'll see someone ask a question, and they're waiting and waiting for the audience, and they're just like, whatever, they'll just sit there. But it's good, that's what you have to do. You go to them, well, what do you think? And you did that. No, it's the right thing to do. So that was very good. What is it here? Your visual lights were used effectively, and you were great use of props. It's something that you should always try to include when you have those props. That really is effective. That was very good. I noticed that. And one reminder I have is sometimes we have to be flexible. So we may practice and practice and practice and know exactly what we're going to do, and something may change at the last minute, and just to use that, okay, impromptu. So one thing that I noticed is there's a lot of people coming in, right? A lot of people coming in, and you see people there, over there, and here. So sometimes you may have to move around, or even go over there, so then you can, so everybody can see you and everybody can see the slides. So that's the only suggestion I would have for the future. Other than that, as you said, you did an amazing job.